A scratchy throat, a queasy stomach. What we can now treat with a quick pill presented a real risk for our ancestors. But the immense benefit of modern medicines cannot be taken for granted. Without medication, even easily treatable illnesses can lead to serious long-term consequences, or even death. And without the countless achievements of past physicians and researchers, many of us would probably not be here today. One of the oldest medical records is the Ebers Papyrus from ancient Egypt. The more than 18-meter length of papyrus documents numerous ailments, ranging from gastrointestinal problems and skin diseases to gynecological conditions. Among the magical formulas, we also find the first medicines, such as juniper berries used as a laxative, or opium and cannabis indica serving as narcotics. In ancient Greece, the physician Pedanius Dioscorides wrote the first comprehensive work on medicinal substances, the Materia Medica. In it, he documented around 1,000 herbal, animal, and mineral remedies. The work remained the medical standard well into the Renaissance. During the heyday of Arab Islamic science, Caliph al-Mansur opened the first pharmacy in Baghdad, a place for storing, processing, and dispensing medicines. This marked the birth of the pharmacy concept. Several centuries later, Emperor Frederick II introduced medical regulations in Sicily that laid the foundation for today's division of labor. Doctors diagnose while pharmacists prepare medicines. This put an end to charlatanism, standardized medicine prices, and made a 5-year degree with a license to practice mandatory for doctors. With the advent of alchemy in the Middle Ages, pharmacy also changed. Theophrastus Bombast von Hohenheim, better known as Paracelsus, introduced chemical substances into medicine. His famous dictum was, "Only the dose determines that a thing is not a poison." He was one of the first to combine naturopathy with pharmaceutical chemistry, a decisive step toward modern medicine. The introduction of preventive vaccination was a milestone. Edward Jenner infected a boy with harmless cowpox. When the boy later came into contact with real smallpox, he remained healthy, proof that he had built up an immunity. Later, Louis Pasteur developed a vaccine against rabies, opening up new possibilities for the prevention of dangerous infectious diseases. One of the most important pharmaceutical discoveries was made by chance. Alexander Fleming observed that a mold, Penicillin notatum, inhibited the growth of bacteria. The rediscovery and industrial production of penicillin saved millions of lives from the 1940s onward and ushered in the age of antibiotics. From the beginning of the 20th century, pharmacy underwent fundamental changes. Large pharmaceutical companies emerged, and drugs were produced industrially, a faster process yielding safer and more standardized results. More and more people gained access to essential medicines. One example is insulin. Whereas it used to be laboriously extracted from animal pancreases, it was now possible for the first time to produce genetically engineered human insulin identical to the hormone produced by the body. Genetic engineering has revolutionized drug research. It reached a peak during the COVID-19 pandemic, when mRNA vaccines were used worldwide for the first time. Unlike traditional vaccines, they do not contain weakened pathogens, but only the instructions for building a harmless surface protein that trains the immune system. The history of pharmacy is still unfolding. It begins anew every day, with the goal of making health accessible to all. Modern technologies such as highly functional membranes are already ensuring that medicines are becoming safer, more precise, and more reliable for the world of tomorrow.